Today I'm going to be making and canning homemade ketchup from fresh tomatoes. It's really easy and it's so much better tasting and better for you than even the organic versions of ketchup from the store. So come along and I'll show you how to make it and can it. Here's the recipe if you want to screenshot it. Otherwise, I will have this in the description below. As always, start by rinsing off your tomatoes, which I already did. And then to make this process faster, you want to use paste tomatoes. Any tomatoes will work. You'll see that I have a mixture here, but paste tomatoes is going to make this process much faster because you're not going to have to simmer it as long to get it thick because there's the least amount of juice in paste tomatoes. To prep the tomatoes, you're just going to take out the core and you're going to cut them up into 4 to 6 pieces and put them all into a giant pot. Now cover and simmer your tomatoes for about 20 minutes until cooked. You'll need to stir them every couple of minutes just to make sure they don't stick to the bottom during the cooking process. And the tomatoes are done cooking. Okay, so I combined it all to one pot and I got out my food mill because next we're gonna run it all through the food mill. And what's gonna happen here is the seeds and the skins are gonna get left up top and all of the juice and the pulp is gonna go to the bottom. Making progress. You can see how when I spin this, the juice and the pulp falls below. All done. Now I'm gonna bring this to a boil. It has come to a boil. Now we're gonna simmer it until it gets thick. Now this time will vary based on the type of tomatoes you use and how runny it is. It could take 30 minutes, it could take a couple of hours, just depends. Just keep simmering it down and stirring it every about 10 minutes until it gets to the thickness and consistency of tomato sauce. It's been an hour, we're getting closer. It's been about an hour and a half and we're finally to the right consistency. It's pretty thick. And I combined both pots together. So now we're gonna add everything else in. Sugar, vinegar, salt, onion powder, garlic powder. Now, the hard part about this is 3 cups of tomato sauce is the tomato base that you need for the recipe to make your ketchup. But I always make it with the tomatoes I have on hand. So you kind of have to guess how much tomato sauce you have in there to then double or triple the recipe. So this is a 4-cup measuring cup. Compared to that, I would say this is 6 to 8 cups of tomato sauce. So we're gonna double to 2.5 times the recipe, and then we'll taste test it and add more based on what it tastes like. Let's do it. Then give it a good mix and bring it back to a boil. Once it comes back to a boil, you may need to simmer it for a little bit again, just because that vinegar kind of thins it out. So just kind of base it on your judgment. I'm gonna simmer mine for probably 15 more minutes. It's officially ready, so let's prep for canning. I got my giant pot of water coming to a boil so we can water bath can it. I'm sterilizing my jars in the oven at 250 for 10 minutes. And I'm putting my lids in a pot of water. Once the water comes to a boil, shut it off. They're sterilized and ready to go. Then wipe the rim, add your lids and bands, and you're ready to water bath can. Got them in the canner. Pints are gonna water bath for 35 minutes, quarts for 40. And just a reminder, make sure that water comes back to a boil before you start that timer. And it's done. Sorry, I'm being kind of quiet because all my kids are asleep, but there it is, homemade ketchup. It's super good. Way better than anything you can get from the store and much healthier and cleaner ingredients. As always, let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, happy homesteading and happy canning season.